Hello, this is a GoFlex Satellite accompanied hard drive. I have already removed it from its box, and I will not bore the audience with the unboxing stage. There are plenty of videos out there that already do that. We'll move over into the meat of this. This is what it looks like. And after a small bit of work, the cover can be removed to reveal the insides of it. And indeed, this is a 500 gigabyte Seagate hard drive. Simply can be lifted out of place. After being unplugged from it. Let me turn this around. Here is its internal battery. There is the adapter that plugs into the actual hard drive. Here's the wires. To plug into the board from the battery. And then the wires from the adapter plug into this board. Here's the side. And then it plugs in to the outside receptacle, which is this. And this is where you do your transferring of data. Right through there. We'll leave that out for now. However, I got this satellite for other purposes. I like to experiment with things. See if I can improve on them. And here is the wireless output, puts out the wireless signal for put that back together. That puts out to be broadcast for other devices to pick up. I've already tried it out. It works very well. And since it does, I am seeking to improve upon its design. We'll see how well that goes. It's really quite basic, quite ingenious. Good day. Now here is the original drive and the Seagate drive here and the Western Digital 1 terabyte. Notice the difference in height. However, the difference is subtle. 1 terabyte is thicker than the standard hard drives. And now we have tested it and found that actually it will work. Now it is time to consider power consumptions. Will this hard drive consume more power and hence have less battery time? Well, we do see that it consumes 5 volts old steady with consumes 0.45 amps, and the 1 terabyte consumes 0.6 amps. However, I already have backup plans for the higher draw. Now then, the next question is the board meant to take more power? We shall see. That difference in amperage between 4.5 and 6.0 is quite minimum, so I don't think there'll be too much of a difference. Let's find out. Sorry guys about the autofocus here. Next, we will simply slide out the hard drive from its confinements. There we go. We will set this hard drive aside. And now we will build a new one up. First, we're going to put this in here. One moment. Okay, here's the back side of the 1 terabyte. Here's a protective cover. It was over the electronics of its original one. You simply peel it up, put it down here so we can protect the electronics circuit board from touching anything undesirable. The container that was around it does not fit over this. However, we use the screws and the bumper, and we will now begin to begin to assemble it. I'll be back. Sorry. And here we are. A 1 terabyte has been installed in here. Now, all it needs to be done is just snap down in place, which is all very willing to do. So, I'll show you the inside of this. Now, before I snap this closed, I'm going to transfer the software from here over to here. That, in essence, may not be necessary, but just in case it will make a difference, I'll play it safe. That doesn't really matter to me one way or the other, but it might make a difference. So, with my adapters, I'll transfer the software over to here, and then we will assemble it. But first, let's see if this thing turns on. Yeah, there's the lights. And let's see. Yeah, that would be the Wi-Fi signal. Well, I'll put the files in there first before I go any further. But it does run, I feel it. I'll turn it off now. And I will do what I said I was going to do, and I will be back. Now this will, of course, this operation that I'm doing here will, of course, probably, no doubt, void your warranty. However, it is all part of the deal. The disclaimer. Yeah, files are mostly how to get started, sample videos, C gauge and tips, user's guide. Probably not really essential at all to running of it. There is auto run here, so it probably helps, as well as this to for the app that one has on there for the iPad. And here's for Mac installer. I could probably get rid of that. That's how I run. I don't use Mac. Here's setup. So all these 8 gigs probably could be just cut down, but I'll do that later. Right now it's all new, and so I'll just take one step at a time. Right now I'm just transferring from my put a copy on a desktop, and then I'm just transferring the files over to my new hard drive. This thing out of the way, and it's transferring them over to the 1 terabyte drive, as you see there. Well, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, here it is working. Oh, and that fan noise you hear is the computer here. But yeah, I built this. Yeah, well, that's a subject for another video. Here in Hawaii, it's hot, so I had to turn the fan speed up on the video card. Most everything else there is pretty cool. That's 5980. Yeah, there's the temperatures. Turn on the speed some. It is interesting to note that the hard drives operate on 5 volts. However, this battery only puts out 3.7 volts. It's probably why it doesn't last too long. But after all, I'm not the manufacturers. I just point out an interesting discrepancy. This 1 terabyte spins slower than the average drives. Let me remember, what speeds did it go? I think this one did 5200 RPM. Anyway, it's slower, so it's more power efficient, though the specs would not seem to indicate so. It is actually faster access time. It's a different technology in there to access the material faster than the regular hard drives. But it's been slower and supposed to be more power efficient according to the manufacturer, Western Digital. So we'll see how this works. This is cables from my computer plugged in here, and we're almost ready. Okay, we've snapped it together. Now we've tightened the last screw. By the way, the screws are under the foot of it. You can put them right in there. However, I'll do that later. Let's turn this over. Never notice any difference. No bulges. No stress whatsoever. And now we'll turn it on. And it is beginning to broadcast. Let's try it out on the iPad. And here we are with the iPad. Go up to settings here. You'll find that I've already connected it. Let's go to the installed app. Oops. There we are. There we go. Pictures. Our photos. Well, these are the sample photos. And our videos. There we go. It works rather nicely. And to show you it works.
If you want all your media on your GoFlex Satellite, you should download the free Media Sync software from Seagate's website. Now, your iPad can be a little bit picky about what kind of files it'll play, especially video files. It will only play H.264, MPEG-4, and Motion JPEG. One of the great features of the Media Sync software is
I've got a way around that.
It will only transfer the iPad-compatible files. Basically, it does all the work for you.
I'll show you later.
By going to the Seagate support website. Now, when you get a new
all
on your computer, the next time you plug in the GoFlex Satellite, it's there.
So this is a 1 terabyte GoFlex Satellite. And here is the hard drive on the desktop on my computer. Here it is, 1 terabyte. One terabyte drive. We have 848 gigabytes free. 80.27 gigabytes. Hard to believe. Anyway, that's what it says. There we are. Fully upgraded. Back to the iPad here. We have an app called Buzz Player. It's $2, I believe, is the app, but it plays all the different kinds of formats of movies, for instance. We'll click on that. Brings up this screen. Already browse the network. We can do it again. Go down to the bottom here for browse the network. And since we're logged on to GoFlex, do the settings of the iPad. Oops. Okay, you got your browse folders, your music, and here we have the videos. And then you say folder, and I created a folder called videos. So I'll click on that. Go down here, click on this. I got 2 movies I put on here. You can see the size of the movies. They're not compressed. They are an MPG file. They are Windows Media plays them on the computer or laptop. They have not been converted in any way. They just simply been just like they are on the disk. Now these files were not seen by the through the GoFlex app, and hence could not be played. As we all know, they only play certain formats. But thanks to this app of Buzz Player, This can play all kinds of formats. So we'll click on this. It'll ask you whether you want to copy to the device or play. The whole point is to play it. We'll wait for it to load a moment. Oh, terrible fingerprints. Okay, we'll back up here. Now it's important that you notice that you can fast forward. As soon as they're finished here. Grab this, move it towards I know it's not very good quality seeing it through the camera here, but it really is very clear otherwise. Now I could compress the movies, but it was just to show you that no conversion is necessary once it can be read by a media player like any traditional movie. And through the application of Buzz Player, there is no conversion necessary, just a matter of connecting, playing the movie, and it's ready. Okay, well, I bid you a good day. This has been a very good educational thing, straight out of the box. I wanted to try this, and it worked rather successfully. And later I'll show you the battery that I have hooked up to the GoFlex player. Right now it's just charging, and I'd already played a 2-hour movie on its on the original hard drive, so it's no wonder that it needed to be charged. And actually it feels, well, it's not as warm as the other drive got. So, looks like it works out very well. Let's make sure we push this back so it doesn't fall. Okay, well, we will sign off, and it was, like I said, it was easy to do. If anyone wants to upgrade their GoFlex Satellite to a 1 terabyte drive, which in this case I wanted to, and it was easy to disassemble and reassemble. Anyone can do it. No modifications required. I don't know how else GoFlex is going to appreciate this video, but I have already looked on YouTube, and no one has even shown the GoFlex Satellite being disassembled, so I think I'm original on this. At least today I am. Okay, well, I'll sign off here. I'll just hit done here so we don't end up watching the entire movie. Okay, I guess we'll just hit pause here. Done. There we go. Let's just go back to the app here that I'm looking at. It's called Buzz Player. Really good app. Right there. Okay. Toodaloo.